Morning, guys. Well, maybe not morning. Good night, good afternoon, good night. Not sure what time you guys are seeing this video, but bless up, guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back to another video. As you guys can see, it's officially the beginning of winter 2022. And why I say that is, of course, we've gotten some snowfall already, but the temperatures are starting to drop drastically. It's now -10, feeling like -15 with the wind chill. And next week it should be -25, feeling like -30. So goodbye beautiful weather until May 2023. Close up the shed. Yeah, so that's what it is, guys. Whew. Outside is freezing. Pretty soon all you guys are gonna be able to see is just white. No grass, no trees, just white. Everything white, white, white. Now this is something that we were excited for when we just came. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this video is gonna be excited, but after the first one, you don't want no more. I promise you guys, after the first one, that's all you'll need, man. That's all you'll need. So don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys, if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Very important. Really helps us out. And don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see, especially as we go into winter. What type of winter content do you guys want us to do for you guys? And yeah, we'll try our best to drop it. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna do a sit down with you guys and then talk about how we get prepared for winter. And by getting prepared for winter, I mean what kind of clothes you're gonna need, and also how do you prepare your vehicle, your house, and all of those stuff for winter. All right, guys, see you guys inside. Whoa, good to see that you guys are still here. It means that you guys obviously like the video, so go and go hit that like button right now if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And you know what, just communicate, make the video kind of interactive. That's our way of communicating with you guys. So just drop a comment, all right? So as I said, guys, I'm just going to talk to you guys quickly about how do we prepare for winter, right? And this is mostly for persons who are thinking of coming to Canada, especially persons who are thinking of coming to the cold part of Canada, right? And by the cold part of Canada, I mean places like Alberta, places like Manitoba, places like the Northwest Territories, the colder parts of Canada, right? This video is for you guys. Now, I'm also, of course, gonna tell you guys how to prepare for winter on a budget, because obviously not everybody is able to afford the most expensive winter jacket, the most expensive winter stuff, sorry. So definitely how to prepare for winter on a budget. In addition to that, I'm talking to persons who have children, and you're coming to Canada, you have kids. How do you prepare your kids for winter as well? Now, the first thing we're gonna start with is yourself, people, right? Not gonna talk about your car or anything like that. Now, one of the first thing, guys, you want to make sure that you have is a good winter jacket. Now, you may be able to survive without a toque, may be able to survive without a lot of stuff, but you can't survive without a good winter jacket. And a good winter jacket, I'm not gonna lie, can cost you probably $500 or upwards, depending on, of course, the store and also the quality. Brand new, right? And also the season. Don't buy winter clothes in winter. Don't buy winter clothes in winter. Buy winter clothes in spring, when they're trying to clear out their winter collection to get in their spring collection. So purchase winter clothes after winter, right? If you wait until winter to purchase winter clothes, which a lot of persons don't have any options, because sometimes that's when you land, sometimes that's just when the money is flowing, it's gonna be more expensive though, right? A good winter jacket is a jacket that can withstand temperatures up to -40 degrees or -50 degrees. Now, it sounds ludicrous, and I know it's very cold, but some persons probably have a little spring jacket and them feel like it's gonna be preparing them for winter. no offense, but this is not Toronto, right? You want a good winter jacket with a good lining inside that protects up to a temperature of -50, -45, -40, because these are very realistic temperatures that we experience every winter in these parts of Canada. So you want a good winter jacket. Now, in addition to a good winter jacket, you're gonna need stuff like a toque. I don't have everything on me right now to demonstrate, and just picture a toque on my head is just, in Jamaica we call it a tam, right? So a tam and a toque is the same thing. You put it on your head, and some toque cover your ears, because your ears are very important to be protected as well. Because this thing right here, what is this called? Your earlobe is one of the very first things to get frozen, right? So you want to make sure that you have a toque that covers your ears as well. Now, if you don't have a toque that covers your ears, you're gonna have to get what is called an earmuff. Now, an earmuff is that big thing that they put over their head and cover their ears, right? That's an earmuff. Now, protecting your ears is very important. Now, you have gotten your winter jacket, you have gotten your toque, or just a regular tam and an earmuff if necessary. What a lot of persons do as well, but this is not necessarily mandatory, is a scarf. Now, your winter jacket oftentimes protects your neck. As you can see, protects my neck all the way up, right? But not all winter jacket does this. Some winter jacket doesn't protect your neck. For the ones that doesn't protect your neck, you're gonna have to get a scarf, because your neck is also very important, right? And most winter jacket comes with this, right? So you can cover your head as well, and of course you can lock it in. So your neck is protected, and of course your head is protected as well, right? So like when I wear this, I don't necessarily need a toque, right? Because it covers my ears and it covers my head, and it's pretty warm inside right here, so right now. But not all winter jackets have the same features. So you might have to just, get a scarf to protect your neck, and some of that drawn-on thing that you use to just protect your neck. Totally up to you, totally up to how comfortable you feel. Now, in addition to all of those stuff, what you're gonna make sure that you have is a good gloves. Now, winter jacket, as you can see, doesn't cover your hands. Doesn't cover your hand them. Your hand them out same way, see? Doesn't cover your hands. You wanna make sure that you get gloves, right? And not gardening gloves, not driving gloves, but winter gloves. Now, winter gloves are the thick gloves, or you have some not so thick one, but the material makes it very, very warm. It's lined, right, with insulation. So when you put in your hands, your fingers are not being frozen. Now, if you have a good winter jacket, toque, scarf, earmuff, all of that makes no sense if you don't have a good gloves. And that's just how it is, guys. Now, your fingers will literally start burning, frozen off if it is that you don't have a good gloves. So you want to make sure that you have a good winter gloves. And just as I said, everything is insulated, everything is made specific for Canada winter, and some places more colder than some, right? So you have your gloves, you have your scarf. We talk about all that up here, so now the next thing you want, guys, is a good winter boot, right? And I'm not even gonna call it shoes, because it's nothing pretty. Let me go and show you guys an example of a winter boot. Just give me a second. Are you still here? Okay, I'm back. Now, for kids, this is an example of a winter boot. As you can see, very thick, and it goes up. It is what we call uppers in Jamaica, right? Very, very thick. It almost comes like those steel toe shoes, right? This is for when it gets really, really cold and snowing. This, of course, is just one of Malika's winter boots, right? This is what your kid is gonna have to wear, right? To protect their shoes from the water that is left over from the snow, and also to keep them warm. If you can look in the shoes, you see that it's insulated with this material right here. It's insulated. That's what you want. So you're gonna want one of these in adult size. Now, because we live in northern Alberta and we get a lot of snow, we get a whole lot of snow, our winter boots are usually very ugly. Now, of course, you can get nice and cute winter boots in the nice parts, in the warm parts of Canada, of course. Persons will show you their nice winter boots in Ontario because, of course, joke temperatures compared to them place here. But in Alberta, we're talking about it like this. You see how this big and ugly? This is a winter boot made for Alberta. As you can see again, maybe you're not going to be able to see because it's black, but inside is insulated as well. Very thick, come like a steel toe. Very thick, very ugly, but it does the job. It does the job. As you can see, it's water resistance, so no water. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is having a shoes on in winter. That's not waterproof, because if water goes in that shoes, dog near my supper. I'm not even joking. Dog near my supper. So this is what a good winter boot look like. One of the kick me kill me them, as we say in Jamaica. This is what a good winter boot look like. This is mine, of course. I'm not like not have some, but it's probably rare in another part of the house. I'm not gonna show you guys that one. Yeah, so this is what a good winter boot look like. So in winter, it's all about protecting yourself, right? It's not necessarily about looking trendy and looking fashionable. Of course, you can dress up your thing and you can make it look like in the movies if you want, of course. But the most important thing is to make sure that you are keeping yourself warm, because you don't want to get frostbites. You don't want to get frostbites, none at all. You don't want to get frostbites, and you don't want to get hypothermia. Hypothermia is almost, you don't want them thing there. So protect yourself, protect your neck, protect your head, protect your ears, protect your fingers, protect your toe them. Now, if you're a person who's want to get into like winter sports, like skiing, sledding, stuff like that, which is a big thing here in Alberta, you're gonna need a ski pants, or also known as a snow pants. Now, a snow pants is something that you put on and covers your legs and it covers your torso. It's kind of the thing you put in your hand, put in a sleeve and zip it up and have it on. That's a ski pants or a snow pants. It doesn't necessarily keep you warm by itself, but what it does, it's waterproof. So water doesn't go into your like your pants and stuff like that, right? So a ski pants is something that you need. Now, if you have kids as well, when it's winter time, you have to send a ski pants to their school with them. It's mandatory for them to have a snow pants at school because they go outside every day unless it gets to minus 25, minus 30. They take them outside still. Very important to know that, right? Now, as adults, we don't really need ski pants unless you want to go and do winter sports. But for kids, they need it. Depending on how warm you want to get, you can get stuff like lining underneath your pants to keep your legs warm. But not everybody does that, to be honest. I don't really do that, but you can do that if you want. It's all about keeping yourself warm and dressing in layers, right? Now, before you come into Canada, people will tell you that, oh, yo, 10 shirt and 10 pants and put on 3 socks and no, you don't need to do that. Now, you have insulated socks, right? You have insulated socks that you put into your winter boots. You got your gloves, you got your winter jacket, you got your scarf, or if you got a winter jacket that covers your neck, your tourniquet, earmuff, you're good to go 90% of the time, right? And that's majority of what you would need to focus on as an individual. Now, a big part of winter, guys, is driving, having a functional vehicle. Now, we have 4 seasons here in Canada. Of course, you have winter, spring, fall, and summer, right? Sometimes I don't even remember. So we have summer because it's literally like 2 weeks of summer. But anyways, your vehicle has to be prepared for the respective season. Now, for winter, the first thing you want to make sure that your tires are ready for winter. You want to make sure that you have winter tires. But if you don't have winter tires, you have what is called all-season tires that you can get on your vehicle as well. That is equally as effective. But the thing is, with all-season, it doesn't last as long or as a snow tire. So you can't use it in like multiple winters. Probably 2 winter and that's it. You have to change it for the 3rd one, right? That's it with all-season. But it does do the job. And it's a little bit less expensive than a snow tire. So you can get some all seasons if you're just starting out as well. Of course, I got all seasons, right? Now, the next thing you want to make sure that you do is to make sure that your oil change is done right before winter starts. Now, the oil, somebody asked me a question the other day, what type of oil do we use? Now you have the option of using synthetic oil or the regular oil. That's totally fine. We don't use coolant in winter, we use antifreeze, right? So in places like Jamaica where it's warm, we'll use coolant to keep the radiator cool and stuff like that. But what we use here in northern Alberta or in Alberta is what is called antifreeze. Now antifreeze is what protects like your radiator and all of those stuff from getting frozen. Antifreeze, right? Now even your windscreen washer and all of those stuff are special that doesn't freeze when it's winter time. Special thing that they put into it that doesn't allow it to get frozen. Now you want to make sure that you're checking your oil, you want to make sure that you're just checking your brakes, you want to make sure that your tires are good to go. And those are the basic things that you want to do, right? The other thing that you want to do, guys, is to make sure that you have an extension cord in your vehicle. Now, it's not any regular extension cord, but it's an extension cord that's made specifically for a black heater. Now, what is a black heater? Now, a black heater is something in most vehicles here in northern Alberta that you plug in to keep your car warm in the winter. So, I'm not sure if you saw previous winter videos that I did where I had to be plugging in my car every night, or whenever it's gonna be shut off for an extended period of time. You have to plug it in, you have to plug in the black heater, and then that keeps your engine and everything at a regulated temperature so that in the morning everything is not frozen solid. If you don't plug in your black heater and it gets to minus 35 or to minus 40, I promise you, you are going nowhere. You are going back inside and you're gonna have to call a mechanic because your car is not gonna be able to be started, right? You wanna make sure that you plug in your black heater, which is where most parking stall has an extension socket. When you get here, that might be something that looks foreign to you, but you'll get into it very quickly, I promise you. You want to make sure that you got an extension cord. The next thing you want to make sure that you got in your vehicle is a snow brush. A snow brush is like when it snows a lot, self-explanatory. Get the snow brush and you brush it off. If you want to see what it looks like, guys, just go and look on previous winter videos that I have done and you'll see. You brush it off. And of course, you can get a ticket if you don't brush the snow off your car, right? You have to brush off all the snow off all the windows around your car. The next thing you're gonna need is a snow shovel, or a ice shovel. Yeah. Now, this is not the one that you use for your driveway. This is the one that made specifically for your car, right? That when there's ice that's built up on your windscreen and on your glasses, you use it and you kind of like scrape it off. You scrape it off. You need one of them things. I promise you need one of them things, right? Scrape it off. And snow brush, you got the extension cord. Those are the basic things that you need. Now the other thing that you need in your car, and I learned this the hard way, by the way, you want to make sure that you have an extra pair of gloves in your car, just in case you get a flat tire, just in case you have anything happen, you broke down, you have to come out, you have to change two tires, you have to check your bonnet, whatever the case may be. Make sure that you have an extra pair of gloves in your car. Now, in addition to an extra pair of gloves, make sure you have an extra pair of jackets in your car. Now, these are all things in the event of an emergency, you are not frozen to death, which is quite possible. Sounds harsh, but it's quite possible. You want to make sure that you have an extra jacket, you have an extra gloves, you have your snow brush, you have your snow shovel, you have your extension cord. All of these things, you want to make sure that all of these things are intact, right? Now, those are the basic things. Now, if you are in a place like Alberta that gets a lot of snow, you'll notice that most vehicles are SUV or trucks, right? You do have the random sedan car, but not much persons drive it. And you know why, guys? It's because we get so much snow. In the winter time, it's hard to maneuver a small car through a mountain of snow, right? But if you have one of those small cars, what you want to make sure that you have is a sandbag in your trunk. Now, what a sandbag does, it puts pressure on your car, right? And it makes it easier for you to drive through the snow. So get a sandbag in your car, right? You want to also make sure that you have a regular snow shovel in your car. Whether you drive a truck, a sedan, a SUV, doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you have an extra pair of snow shovel in your car. Just for in the event that you get stuck, you are able to come out and dig your way out, which is quite possible, by the way. Like, a lot of people get stuck all the time. Like, I'm always stuck in winter. Everybody's stuck in winter. You want to make sure that you have an extra pair of snow shovel. They can come out and shovel the snow from around your tire. If you look on a lot of winter videos, you will see a lot of persons having have to do this, right? It's better to be prepared than unprepared, right? Get that set. Now, this is totally up to you, but you can have a bag of salt. We call it salt, but it's really ice melter. It melts the ice. You can have a bag of that in your car as well, if you so choose, right? If you so choose, what it does, it melts the ice from your driveway and stuff like that, and it gives you grip. So if you are like parked somewhere and like you're skidding, probably there's a bit of freezing rain. Of course, that is the dreaded freezing rain. That is worse than any snowfall. If you are parked somewhere and there's freezing rain, it means that there's no grip on the road and you can't move. Get some of that ice, sprinkle in the front of your car, sprinkle at the back of your car, sprinkle some around your tires, and it gives you a little bit of grip while melting the ice as well. So if you can have some of that in your car, good to go. That's it, guys, for yourself. That's it for car. I think that's a lot of information that hopefully you guys found very, very useful, very informative. Now, your house, you don't have to do much preparation because your house is gonna come prepared already. You're gonna have a furnace that gives you heat. Just know that your power bill is gonna be usually higher throughout the winter time because it takes more to heat the house than in fall and spring and stuff like that. So you wanna just be prepared for that. Yeah, generally that's it, guys. Smash a like on the video if there's a topic that I wasn't able to cover in this video. Drop it in the comment section, guys, and I promise you, if I get an opportunity, I'll definitely tackle it. So don't forget to smash a like on this video if you haven't done so already, guys. It really, really helps the channel out. And you know what? I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking, for commenting, and just sharing the videos, guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. Until next time, guys, big up on yourself. You don't know what when to get here. Premium Canadian content, of course. From yours truly, Dems. We're here to do what? Inspire, motivate, and educate. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully not in the next video. Probably you guys are tired of seeing me by myself now. Anyways, we'll see what that looks like. Alright, guys, see you guys in the next video.